All right, I'm back. Sadly, let's. Uh, today's gonna be wild. As it usually is. Like a weird, like, air or something. Okay. Let's grind through more of this Marathon Infinity. Get my playlist going. Exit. Okay. Wait, it didn't exit? Exit Steam. You don't need to be up. Wait, why isn't my Spotify playing? The fuck? Okay. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Okay, I think I beat that level. This is going on 9 hours. It feels a lot longer than that. It's working. Oh yeah, this level. That gun feels like incredibly huge for the frame it's in. Okay. Those are my buddy, the Spitker, I believe it's what they are. Yeah, this is that one level that we played earlier, but I think this is like in a different timeline or something. Jesus. Oh. And a bit. God damn it. All right. What is that supposed to do for me? I just lowered that a little bit. I'm gonna try something stupid. No. Try it again. Think I can make that? Nope. It's probably some way of getting up there, I just don't know how. My old Pythia lost vacant, doubt, chaos, overpowering, underwhelming, two forces in balance. Okay, yeah. So much for the ammo. Oh yeah, the fusion pistol does real well on them. I forgot about that. Oh shit. Alright, I have no clue where I am now. levels brutal. They're all brutal. This game is like decidedly harder than the last two. Like, it's not even a discussion. It's so much more like difficult. This I'm not angry about though, because me dying here is like a skill issue, as they say. It's not some bullshit the game is pulling. I do not remember there being this many bad guys in here. And Orion is going insane. Doing the usual cat business. Alright. The station was built by the progenitors of the Sphet, used to make the Luan into a paradise. It's capable of generating multiple gravitational fields, and if focused properly, we should be able to create a singularity capable of swallowing the nova before the working calculator is able to break free. The foci are at either end of the spindles and need a second chip inserted here at this relay, held by Tafir's elite spiral guard. The chip is trapped here in a containment field. The four are unable to breach. We think you'll be able to reach it. The four dug in around it are fighting to the death. The speed is of the essence. The working calculator groans under his slab. I wanna fucking piss off the working calculator. That is not a guy you want to make angry right now. What is that? Ryan, what are you doing? Just hear him darting around the house. Look at that fat robot ass. Run! What the fuck? Why am I spinning? Why is my character spinning? I'm not pressing the button. Fucked up. Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. And a bed. That's fine. Oh shit. Fuck. Go, move, no, don't get hit by the fire. God damn it. What exploded? I have that chip. Haven't activated those other things they want me to. What's up? And I'm dead. Get the chip and run. How's it going? Ooh, ammo. I would like more ammo, please. I don't think I've been here yet. Have I? Maybe I have. Okay, that is not glass. Good to know. Let's make command beans. Does the world not have enough of those already? Let's see. Alright, there wasn't anybody in here before. No, I need. God. I need to kill that guy like sooner rather than later. Give me my ammo. There we are. Okay. Glare, yeah, it's my alter ego. Shit. Come on. No. I'm going the wrong way. Or am I? Maybe something over here I do need. Go away! We want you. Uh-oh. Okay. Look at all these corpses. Keep them coming. I'll keep killing them. Maybe. Oh no. Spoke too soon. Keep them coming in. Yep, I killed myself. That's good. As intended. It's over here. Over here, I think I did. Yep, pretty sure this is where I went last time. What did this say? Yep, I've read that. Okay. Old ground. Where did he go? Just dropped into that hole. Pretty sure that's an elevator too. Huh. Get him, friends! That's right. Oh no, don't get me. Friendly fire. Ooh, ammo. Go kill him. Okay. Ooh, I don't think I've been here yet. In fact, I know I haven't. Wait, have I? This is where I started. It's fine. This is where I started the game. Or the level. That's fine. I'm okay with that. The Trizine plummets, yawning towards the sun's core heart, in the fiery prison of the working cat can turn out, where something. The power grid activator is located here on the outer ring, which you must access in order to bring the station online. Okay. The grid needs the Yarrow pattern chips to function. The 4 have recovered one here in the main hangar. That's the one I have. Now readying it for the transport to Kavifa. Okay. So there's some sort of circle door to the right. I think it's north-ish. It's over here. Levels do not play around. These levels are fucking insanely complex. Hey buddy, what are you up to? Maybe over here? Okay, that's glass. It'd be nice if they gave you a little, like, reflectivity. I mean, I know it's like a 1996 game, but still. It'd be nice to know, like, what is and is not glass somehow. Okay, all right. Go, run. I need to kill that. It's the teleporter. Okay, it's fine. We're good. Kill it! Oh, killed me. Damn it. Why is it so angry. Ooh, what's up there? Oh, health. That's good. Ooh, that's not good. Why does everything want to kill me? Okay. What does that do? I don't know what that does. Oh, that just lowers that again. Why? To what end? Oh, that door's open, but I can't get up there. It's useless to me. I haven't been down here. Dead. All right. Come on. I want to go there. Oh, God. And I'm dead. Oh, I'm not. I'm about to be, though. Run! I literally have 0 life. Don't know how I'm alive. Fuck, God damn it. I should have saved right there, honestly. One hit from that thing and it's it. Game over. Hold on one second. And some packages. Alright. What was that doing? Dying? Damn. Ooh. These packages were not heavy either. I have to save the galaxy from the working calendar. Which, I gotta give it that. That name is very fun to say. The working calendar. Just try it out. A little bit of a tongue twister. Shit. If I had played this in the 90s, that totally would have been my screen name. You would not be seeing Evanglair, you'd be seeing the working calendar. Things around me. Dead? Why is that blinking like that? I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh shit! Save, run. Did not expect that to take me here. Probably shouldn't have saved either. Probably a big mistake on my part. Fuck! Oh good. Oh good. That is not where I saved. Son of a bitch. Okay. Let me go back to that last save. Maybe the one before it actually. That's a purple health. Kind of, yeah. I just saved at an inopportune time. Thankfully, this game actually creates new saves every time you save it. So it's not like a super big deal. Okay, my number one priority right now is to power that up somehow. And that. think I've been here. Oh, I have been here. Like, if I could kill that thing, that would be great. I could just, like, grind him out here. Cheese him. It's gonna take forever. Here. Can I heal? Save, save, save! Run! Here, go in here, go in here. Get the ammo, get the ammo. Oh shit, where's the ammo? It's over here. No! Why? Why is it so powerful? I'm unloading everything I have on it, and it won't fucking die. It's ridiculous. Dude, that's not even worth it. God, like 10 shotgun blasts and then like 20 grenades and a whole fucking clip of the assault rifle ammo. Not to mention what I did before, too. It's ridiculous. Ooh, there's lots of ammo. Can I get it? Okay. A lot of assault rifle ammo, which is good. Hey, buddy. The guy needs to go with his friend and not be alive anymore. Ooh, I don't think I've been over there yet. Shit, I don't know how to get back there. I don't know what I did. I don't know where I am. Oh yeah, there's health there. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Well, there are a few of places in here that I haven't been yet. Rocket launcher ammo. Oh, and health. That's good. Shit. I want to go up there. well, I clearly went the wrong way. Ooh. Hello. It's down there. I just want to be done with the game. I like it, but I'm kind of marathoned out. I gotta beat it though. Okay, this is alright. This is fine, actually. Save. Excellent. Rocket him. No! Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I saved, like, right here. Oh. Jeez! God, he takes like 1 billion shots to kill. Did I kill him finally? Oh my god, that took forever. Holy crap. Like 10 missiles and 10 shotgun blasts. Who knows how many rounds of fucking AR ammo? Okay. Now I need to figure out where I'm going. Ooh, I need to go here to power up the station. This looks familiar. Oh shit, oh shit. Okay. Okay. It's somewhere around here. Look at all that ammo. Oh fuck. Sorry, that's my bad. Don't fire at me. Sorry I had to kill you, but you know. That's the way it goes. I need to be... I don't know where I need to be. I need to be below. There should be a panel somewhere. I can, no. See, this is not where I want to go. There's a panel somewhere around here. Not in this room, though. Maybe over here. I need to get to the northeast of me on the correct floor, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe it's up here, actually. Is it this? Wait, no, I already did that. I'm pretty sure that's what I wanted. The station was built by the progenitors of this fit to make the Luan into a paradise capable of generating... Okay, we did that. The chip is trapped here. I got that chip. I think. See, it's like down at the bottom. Okay, okay. I need to go there because I haven't been there yet. It is like I'm literally on the direct opposite side of where I need to be. Find another one. Dead? Nope, he is not dead yet. And if I blow him up right now, I'm going to kill myself. Where did he go? Okay. This map is wild. I I need up there. I don't know how to get up there though. Damn it! That's not where I wanted to go. I thought that was taking me somewhere else. I don't want to go there. No, I could be playing Metaphor right now. But my like OCD will eat at me until I beat this. I need up there. How do I get up there? Pretty sure I can't rocket jump. Wait, there's no way to get up there. There's like no door up there. Wait, is there like... Okay, there's a door right there. And I can run across. Okay, okay. So now I need to... get up there. Okay. What is that? It's like some weird... What if we go in here? And then... hey, buddy. What are you up to? In here? What the fuck is with that? Secret door bullshit. That's stupid. Ooh, what's that? Weird looking. Okay, I haven't been here yet. Or wait, this is where the beginning was and I wanted to turn the power on. Okay, so we can save. See, now I'm just getting like very far away from where I need to go. Yeah, okay. So I've done that. Pretty sure. Grid needs to function. Damn, I need to get up there. Okay. I know I've teleported up there before, but I genuinely do not remember how that happened. Maybe it was here? No. But... actually may help me. Or not. Probably not. Why is that not mapping right? Devin Glare. Wait, that's a door? Did I know that? Yeah, I knew that. Might as well save. Go down. Then we go in here. No. See, now I'm just completely on the opposite side of where I need to be again. Go here. No, but I've been there. I don't want to go that way. Yeah, I have to go that way. Oh my god, it just made a big fucking circle. No, that's the elevator I don't want to go in. Maybe I haven't been over here. No, I clearly have, because there's a million fucking dead bodies around here. Not in here. Who's firing at me? Oh, that guy. Don't want to hop down there. Don't think. It's gonna take me forever. There's like one specific teleport I know that takes me where I want to go, but I don't know where it is. Like I did it and then completely fucking forgot about it. And I need up there. I want to say that I could probably rocket jump up there, but I don't know. I tried it, it didn't work. What happens if we go back in here? Into the, what I can only assume is sewage. And then it takes me here. It looks... It's fine. That's why I saved right here. No! I nearly made it! Okay, that can definitely be made. That easy. Fucking easy. A bunch of garbled bullshit. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, look, that's interesting. Oh, even more interesting information. Never stops. the fuck? There's like 20 pages of that. I don't even know if this is where I need to be. I just assumed that it was. Oh, it's right there. Yoink. Wait. What the fuck? Okay, well, now I don't know. That's what I thought I had to do. Well, now it's not there anymore. Now it is there. I'm like way out of my depth now. I don't know what the hell is happening. Isn't there a terminal over here I wanted to turn on? Yeah. So these are not powered. Now they are. Okay, okay. That's something. We got purple health and a save now, at least. That is progress. However little. You've done it! The gyro station is online and we're wrapping the Nova in its containment fields. The creature or creatures both fears are either dormant or a myth. We've seen nothing to account for his terror. The Svidker have routed for capturing the flagship and forcing their High Admiral to flee the system. What little there is left of it. The Svid are preparing to bid farewell to their beloved home forever. As the sun collapses in on itself and the lonely marshes fade into deepening twilight. The newly chosen elders of the remaining Svid are captured as many of the Flicta creatures and other native life is feasible before they must leave Clea. They are hopeful though, and with our help, will carve another paradise out of the void. To you we are deeply grateful in the release what little hold we might as Durandal have had on your soul. And release to what little Wait, to you we are deeply grateful and release what little hold we might, as Durandal, have had on your soul. Go. Did I beat it? We've watched stars burn out, creation played in reverse, universe freezing in half-light. Once I thought to escape, to end the end, a master, step out of the path of collapse, escape would make us God. Right? He wanted to get out of the universe to be God. Yet I cannot help remember one enigma. A hybrid, elusive destroyer. There is the only mystery I've not solved. The only element unaccounted for. Does this have music with it? Oh, it does, actually. Was that it? Did I, like, miss something? Did I, like, accidentally hit a button? Yeah, let's go back to it. Wait, where is that terminal? Okay, I'm not gonna touch anything. It's like Mortal Kombat music. Once I thought to escape, I didn't do anything. I literally did not even touch the button. Is there like a multiple endings or something? Okay. We're gonna go watch an explainer video because I have no idea what the fuck just happened. Like, at all. I could follow the other games, but that game, I have no fucking clue what I just played. Let's see. Okay, it's here.
Breaking story in the history of video games. In their entire history of making games, Bungie never even came close to writing a story as complex, as ambiguous, yet as intriguing as Marathon Infinity. Not in Oni, not in Halo, and not in Destiny. If you cast your mind back to Marathon 1, Durandal tells us that his rampancy has allowed him to break his human-born constraints as an AI, and that the only remaining limit to his freedom is the inevitable closure of the universe in 15,193,792,102.158 years, and that he plans to spend the remaining time until that eventuality escaping, and in that escape, becoming God. Well, the ending of Marathon 2 brought that eventuality forward some 15 billion years, and Durandal isn't even remotely prepared for the horrors of the impending galactic apocalypse. But that's where you, the Marine, come in. Now, apologies beforehand, but before we dive into the story of Marathon Infinity, I need to give you a little bit of an explainer as to how this story actually works, because it is not a conventional video game story in any way, shape, or form. At the end of Marathon 2, when the Four deployed the Trizeme on Lawan Star, they inadvertently freed the Workenkakenta, the ancient primordial entity that millions of years ago, the Yoro imprisoned within.
Yeah.
This horrific Lovecraftian entity, pure chaos, Marathon's equivalent to Halo's primordial, but on steroids, is now free, and the entire universe is in grave danger. And so, your goal in Marathon Infinity is to prevent all of this from happening by rewriting the final events of Marathon 2, which you attempt by entering 6 different alternate timelines that all run parallel to Marathon 2, but that all begin at different times throughout the existing Marathon story.
It's ridiculous.
And are reached through the Marine's dreams
What?
and nightmares. Each timeline is a heavy variation of certain parts of Marathon 2's story that you play through in hopes that these variations will create something of a butterfly effect that ultimately stops the Four from using the Trizeme. But, of course, because this is a video game, many of those attempts fail, which lead to their respective timelines becoming what are called failed timelines, i.e. timelines where you fail to stop the Workenkakenta from being freed.
It's
Upon
like
reaching the end
Zelda
of one of these failed timelines,
Heroes
you get
Demise
sent back
timeline.
to something of a hub level, which connects to all the other different timelines, called Electric Sheep, which is very conveniently named after the 1968 dystopian sci-fi novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? As you can guess, this level takes place in the Marine's dreams, and is often followed by a
Did not get that.
incredibly liminal feeling level, which takes place in his subsequent nightmares.
Yeah, I
somewhere
fucking hate
in the
that
limbo
level.
between the conscious and the depths of the unconscious. Now, that seems like a lot. I get it, right? There's a reason that people are still debating this game's story almost 30 years after the game came out. But trust me when I say that the way that I've laid this video out is hands down the easiest way to understand Marathon Infinity's story. To explain Marathon Infinity, we're going to be using this flowchart that the Marathon community locked up in the 90s. Now, yes, I understand that by presenting this flowchart, I'm pretty much putting myself on the same level as Charlie when he went to go work in the mailroom in Always Sunny.
Yes.
But trust me when I say that this thing
Pepe Sylvia
makes sense when you break it down. The way it
Pepe
works
Sylvia.
is it shows the linear nature of Marathon's story from Marathon 1 into Marathon 2, and then each branching timeline of Infinity, with where each timeline begins, where each one ends, and also the levels that each timeline contains. Get used to this chart because it's the North Star of this entire video. So, clear your mind, take a deep breath, and for the love of God, make sure you're comfy. This is the brain-melting story of Marathon Infinity.
I may have to go get more tea.
I think. Infinity's story, just like Durandal's, begins before the game even starts, in the manual.
I don't have the manual.
Transmission sent from Admiral Fear to the Four High Council. This transmission is the only entry in the first alternate timeline of Infinity. I'm pretty sure the only reason they included this is so they could have 7 total timelines, because obviously Bungie loved the number 7, and it takes place at the end of Marathon 2 as the Trizeme is deployed. In the countless encounters of the Four naval arm, there has never been an ultimate defeat. We have, through our supreme power and tactics, always prevailed.
The Four are basically like the Covenant.
As our great admiral, and with my own destruction now completely assured, I give you, High Council of Four, warning that we have met our demise. Yet it comes not from the threat of Tau Ceti, as we feared, but from a being of such
the Workenkakenta
power that to control it would be to control the universe. In his final hours, with his destruction all but assured, Fear chooses to relay back to the High Four how such an impossibility became reality. He explains the events of Marathon 2, how his Battle Group 7 lay a trap for Durandal, and when sprung, moved into Lawan's orbit to engage the AI ship, and that everything was going as planned until the Trizeme was deployed. Almost immediately,
then shit went down.
Fear started receiving transmissions from Durandal, incredibly out of character, containing ridiculous warnings concerning some sort of ancient chaotic being trapped deep in the Lawan sun. Fear assumed that this was just a plea for mercy, which he predictably disregarded and then fired the Trizeme. The Nova went off, and the victory was all but assured. Until the ranks of the highly decorated fleet broke out in an all-out retreat. All quarters reported that half the sun...
The trizeme is a weapon from, I just played through all of these. It's a weapon that can make a star go supernova basically whenever they want. It's like the red matter from that Star Trek movie. Star Trek 9, I think it was. The reboot, the Abrams reboot with the red matter. That's basically what it is. And like apparently a long time ago they found this work in Cacunter, and obviously it's like a being of just chaos or whatever. And their version of like the Forerunners, the Jara, they threw it into the sun thinking that it would kill it, and it just started swimming around in the sun's like plasma oceans and stuff. And they're, oh shit, okay, well, that didn't work. Like, how the fuck do you kill something if throwing it into a star does not kill it?
Had gone nova, but readings from the other half were impossible. It was as if the universe had forgotten its own rules. Battle Group 7 is in complete disarray, being surrounded by the indescribable horror that was freed from the One Sun. Fear gave the order to attack at will, but none of their weapons did anything against it. And with his flagship all but seconds from complete destruction, he spends his final words, relaying Durandal's warning to the High Four. On the Marathon, I saw your stupidity through the lens of victory.
Yeah,
and now
I remember that.
I see it in defeat. Maybe it is your fate that your ignorant pride would unleash this horror and destroy the galaxy.
Prologue.
Marathon Infinity then opens to complete tonal whiplash. Marathon 2 ends with you victorious, having beaten the entirety of one of the most decorated 4 squadrons all by yourself, worshipped as a hero by Robert Blake and his men for your actions on the Marathon.
It's good.
And Infinity opens with you on a cold, dark and derelict ship in the middle of space, with distant haunting sounds echoing throughout the corridors.
It's like very eerie.
Something is very clearly wrong. This is the second alternate timeline, and it takes place right before Marathon 2's prologue that was in the manual. However, in this timeline, the Marine never goes down to Lawan. Instead, just like the prologue, Durandal defeats Fear's Battle Group 7, who then use the trizeme in retaliation, causing our retreat to this station that we find ourselves in here. The work in Cacunter is freed, which station never goes down to Lawan.
Yeah.
Instead, just like the prologue, Durandal defeats Fear's Battle Group 7, who then use the trizeme in retaliation, causing our retreat to this station that we find ourselves in here. The work in Cacunter is freed, which terrifies Durandal so much, his ego vanishes.
Yeah.
Things have gone
Oh
terribly
shit.
awry.
We
Until
fucked
now,
up.
I thought myself immortal, but now I know that is not true. There are things that can destroy me with the ease that I slaughtered the 4 naval garrison. I once boasted to be able to count the atoms in a cloud, to understand them all, predict them, and so did I predict you. But this new chaos is entirely terrible, mindless, obeying rules that I don't comprehend. And it is hungry. In this station, the Marine finds a terminal with an unknown logo, an infinity symbol, a lemnis gate, and contained within is incredibly cryptic, poetic writing.
Yeah, what the fuck is all
Thousands are sailing.
this?
The same self, the only self, self-willed, the peril of 1,000
On that
fleets,
Halo music
a
in there.
line of infinite ends, finite finishing. The one remains oblique and pure, arching to the single point of consciousness. Find yourself, starting back. You're then very abruptly teleported away to the 3rd timeline, which begins at the beginning of Marathon 2, except instead of being on the 1, following Durandal's orders, you're being woken up on a 4 ship and following Tycho's orders as he initiates a mutiny on board. In this timeline, it seems as though the Marine was captured by the 4 during Marathon 1 and doesn't travel to Lawan with Durandal, of whom Tycho says...
That was like a big thing. I was like, what the... Why am I working for Tycho?
So, he's been following for about 11 years. So, you fight alongside Tycho-allied fighters and hunters, which, albeit, is pretty cool, and slaughter pretty much everything else on the ship in search of its captain, Urkesne, so you can seize his control glands to allow Tycho to take control of the ship. Tycho even sends a terminal transmission to the 4 troops, imitating Fleet Commander Fear, ordering them to execute Urkesne and seize his control glands, but it's no use, as Urkesne escapes down to the surface of Lawan. So you follow him down and destroy his transmitter, but it turns out that he never actually made it down to the planet's surface.
Yeah.
When he teleported from the ship's bridge, the signal from the teleporter was redirected to nearby space. So, as Tycho loved to say, Urkesne shrank vacuum. Durandal then
That's
arrives in the system and sends his human troops down to Lawan to explore the Svet ruins and search for the ancient Svet AI that he wants to use to stop the fall.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is pretty much what we did for the entire middle section of Marathon 2. However, this time, it goes a bit different. The AI, Thoth, is underwater in flooded areas of the complex, and the humans who went to activate it, who, granted, were partially successful, never returned. In the planet's orbit, Tycho's ship is disabled by Durandal, so instead of combat, Tycho tries to lure him in. But his hubris gets the better of him. Because the Svet AI has been partially activated, the Svitka end up arriving at Lawan to reinforce Durandal's forces, which leads to the Trizeme on board Tycho's ship being used by him in retaliation, which of course frees the Workenkakenta and makes timeline number 3 yet again a failed timeline. But we don't get sent to the 4th timeline straight away. Instead, we're taken to Electric Sheep, the place that I mentioned earlier, the hub level of sorts. As soon as you arrive at this level, you instantly notice that there's something off. There's something quite uncanny about the environment, and there's a reason for that. I mean, like I said, this place isn't real. This is taking place in a dream. The Marine's dreams, to be precise, so his mind is kind of filling in the gaps, hence the uncanny look of it. The only terminal on this map is from that same strange Lemniscate entity that we saw earlier, and once again, it speaks incredibly cryptically. Your former self destroyed. The dreaming way is eased, which confirms that the former timeline version of yourself has been destroyed because it was a failed timeline, and also confirming that you are indeed currently in a dream. Escaping the dream takes you to a level called Where Are Monsters in Dreams? And if the name didn't quite give you enough of a hint, well, once again, there's something very wrong about this level. It's a dark, foggy, abandoned facility of some kind that's packed full of invisible, invincible Svitka.
Yeah, it's
and
bullshit.
Contains some very weird and very creepy terminals, completely out of context, even completely out of universe. One talking about a guy swinging a broadsword down the street who collapses in front of the author. Then loads of men in black begin to chase him down into a subway station. And then another.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that was fucking completely and utterly confused by this. I like this. I like explainer videos, which makes me kind of want to go back and play it again and put shit together myself. But like, holy fuck, this is the most convoluted game I've ever played in my life.
Then loads of men in black show up and begin to chase him down into a subway station. And then another terminal opens with 761 armless and legless corpses float inconspicuously around the inside of Hangar 96. Hangar 96 is the strange facility that this nightmare is taking place in. This level also has 2 endings. One which takes you to the next level and begins the 4th timeline, and another which takes you to a bonus secret level.
Okay. This bonus secret level is the final level of the game, but like it's different. But I did find this secret level, and I had to, because there's no like refilling of, really it was air, I think, or ammo if you go to the direct next level. So like, I don't know how people do it, but it seems like you have to go to this level, maybe if you're better than I am, which wouldn't be hard to do.
Called iMac Secure, a version of the game's final level, which has an ever so slightly different name because it takes place in this failed timeline after the Trizeme is fired. The idea with this level, and also all the other subsequent post-nightmare bonus levels that you can find, are they're meant to be different versions of the actual final level in failed timelines, so you can see how twisted and malformed that area becomes in that timeline if the working Kakenta is freed. Think of it like a what-if scenario. Now, seeing as this nightmare level marks the end of the game's second chapter, Despair, I think it's time we talk about this game's chapters and their titles.
Yeah, I
Each
wanted
chapter
to know
in this
that.
game is meant to represent a stage of rampancy.
Okay, I thought it was like going off of a weird like Seven Deadly Sins thing, but now that he mentions the rampancy, because that was like established in the lore in the first game, that makes a lot more sense.
But not AI rampancy. From what I've read, cyborg rampancy.
Interesting.
Now, my own completely subjective theory about this is that it's meant to represent the cyborg, Marine, and his slow dip into insanity as he goes through all these alternate timeline versions of himself through dreams that's kind of sparked by the Yarrow augmentations in his body. That might be entirely wrong, but that's kind of the way that I interpret it. The Yarrow augmentation is basically starting to corrupt almost as he's...
It reminds me of Majora's Mask, where the idea, if you subscribe to it, is that Link goes insane in the Lost Woods, and like the representation of his insanity is Termina and having to save it from the moon. Because like later on in Twilight Princess, that Link appears to you in the form of a Stalfos, a skeleton. In an Ocarina of Time, it made mention that any normal person that wanders in there becomes a Stalfos or like something like that. So it's like him going insane.
Sent through all these different timelines, and that leads to the third chapter, which is entitled Rage. And with this third chapter begins the fourth alternate timeline. In alternate timeline 4, we take a different approach to preventing the freeing of working Kakenta, siding once again with Durandal. This timeline begins right at the beginning of Marathon 2's story, during your approach to Lawan on board Acme's station, a scanning buoy deep in Lawan's orbit that the Four are using to locate Durandal's ship. So, you take the buoy offline to cripple their early warning system, and then teleport to the Four Fleet's armor platform, which they're using to store heavy vehicles for ground invasions, and also as an orbital repair and reservice station. On board, you just do the usual,
that's a very
kill
long
the
level,
and also destroy all the idle juggernauts so they can't be used against Durandal's humans on the surface of the planet, who are en route to the location of the ancient Svet AI that Durandal believes holds the key to finding the Svitka and thus defeating the Four. So, after destroying the armor station's coolant system and thus the entire station, Durandal teleports you down to support his men. You arrive at Perimeter Station 7AF, a Four water treatment plant which you sabotage, sinking the Four in the area under the sludge that the treatment plant was trying to filter out of the water. But Durandal detects the full force of the Four Navy are on their way, with Tycho in hand. After flooding more areas of the Four garrison, Durandal reports that his men have managed to partially reactivate the Svet AI, but it isn't cooperative. It's confused and disoriented, and with the Four ships entering the system and pressing the boomer, you're teleported to install 2 uplink chips in a Four facility so Durandal can access their network. Now, that might sound familiar. There's a reason for that. That's the first level of Marathon 2, Waterloo Water Park. But that's not where you end up. Upon teleportation, you once again find yourself starting back at Electric Sheep. When Durandal said that Thoth was confused and disorientated when reactivated, that clearly means that in that fourth alternate timeline, the AI just didn't work properly for whatever reason, which, to cut a long story short, basically confirms that Timeline 4 is yet another failed timeline, hence why we've been teleported back to Electric Sheep, in which the mysterious Lemniscate AI has left yet another terminal for us, talking about a hungry chaos lurking behind the bright corona.
It's the working Kakenta,
and to dream ahead beyond the...
So, this is all great, and like I get going back to the hub world, which is your dream or whatever, but like, maybe he'll explain it. Like, how does that work? Like, going into your dream and like reincarnating into other timelines or something? I don't know, like astral projection? I have no clue.
The falling path, where a billion Svet lie yet unborn. Which is a very complex way of basically saying that this creature, this entity, hopes that we will find a successful timeline, one of these timelines. Our dark mind will cut through the deepening sky. Another time. Another time. We then enter our second nightmare, a dark, lava-filled platforming level with terminals
The level
that
was
continue
alright.
the creepy stories from the previous nightmare. The man being chased by the men in black makes it onto a subway train, but it's packed full of strange people staring at him, only for the men in black to cut him off at the next station. And then the other one cuts back to the story of the man in front of the bodies in Hangar 96. The 761 armless and legless corpses begin screaming at him in protest. Pointless, wordless screaming. The protagonist of this story then says, "I did this, and could have stopped it." As with the last nightmare, this one has two endings as well. One takes you to a level called Carroll Street Station, which is yet another twisted version of the game's true final level that takes place at the end of Timeline 4.
I don't know if I
we
went
just
on that.
witnessed fail. It has only one terminal, which once again is from
Maybe I
the
did.
Lemnis Gate, confirming that in this fourth alternate timeline, the Trizium was fired, Lawan and its moon Kalea were destroyed, and the working Kakenta was freed.
No, I
And
did.
as you can expect, the
I did go to
other
that
ending
one.
to that nightmare carries you into the fifth alternate timeline, which
Okay.
is a splinter of the third alternate timeline, which begins as the humans begin their search for the ancient Sphet AI beneath the Citadel of Antiquity.
So this is like a branched path, and on that, it branches again.
Because it's a splinter of Timeline 3, that means that, just like in Timeline 3, you are once again allied with Tycho and his four. Battle Group 7 have arrived and have disabled the Boomer, and Tycho has infected all of Durandal's Sphet with rampancy, and he sends you in to clean up the rest and disable the Boomer's teleporters, so no humans can escape. But instead, you follow the humans through the teleporters. And the next level has you allied with the humans again. Any terminal that you interact with just has an angry message from Tycho, who teleports you into space to drink vacuum as punishment for betrayal.
Level foe hammer.
Durandal instantly teleports you back to safety
Halo.
every time to help clear his ship of 4. When it's complete, Durandal teleports you down to Lawan's
Halo
surface to
connection.
support Robert Blake and his men, but Tycho hijacks the teleporter, and once again, your alliances kind of flip. It turns out Admiral Finn...
It is very fucking confusing. Like, I had no clue at any point what the fuck was happening in this game. I knew that, like, you went to multiple timelines or universes to try and stop them for firing the weapon, but that's all I knew. So, like, you're allied with these people, and then you're allied with these people, and then you're allied, like, and it jumps back and forth. It's incredibly fucking confusing.
Air has boarded Durandal's ship, and Tycho doesn't want the AI falling into 4 hands. Remember, Tycho's not actually an ally of the 4. In this timeline, he's hijacking their ships and forcing their troops to fight for him. And he doesn't want his alien enemies gaining access to an AI as intelligent as Durandal. So, just like Marathon 2, we destroy Durandal's core to prevent his capture, but the final terminal of this level confirms that, yet again, this 5th alternate timeline is somehow a failed one. Interestingly though, this is the first terminal outside of the Electric Sheep Dreams from the Lemnis Gate AI. The hardest lesson ever taught to a father, to a son. A moment in time destroying its father. Destroyed by itself after. Dream the dream beyond life and self. Find the new way. Sleep. And would you look at that, we're once again back to the Electric Sheep Dream, and the Lemnis Gate tells us to keep pushing forward through the nightmares. Stay the hard way. Dark dreaming carries all. We then enter the final nightmare, called Eat the Path. This nightmare contains the first terminals from Thoth in Marathon Infinity. There are
Hold on, I'm gonna come back to this. He talks about this Lemnis Gate, and I don't know, like, where he got that name.
the inadvertently free is now free.
Okay.
But that all begin at different times throughout the existing Marathon story and are reached through the Marine's dreams and nightmares. Each timeline is a heavy variation. As you can room in Always Sunny, but
yeah, I want to see where he like gets that name from.
Infinity Story, just like Durandal's, begins before the game even starts, in the manual, with an unsettling transmission sent from Admiral Fear to the 4 High Council. This transmission is the only entry in the first alternate timeline of Infinity, I'm pretty sure the only reason they included this is so they could have 7 total timelines, because obviously Bungie love the number 7, and it takes place at the end of Marathon 2 as the Trizeme is deployed. In the countless encounters of the 4 naval arm,
okay, yeah, I know that.
with my own destruction warning as the final hours, such an Battle Group 7 layout, and that most immediately upon its deployment, fearsomely, anciently from fans, finally, reporters, the other half were impossible. It was as if the universe,
we
fear
got
gave
that.
it all but endurance of victory. Victorious, having beaten the entirety of one of the most decorated force squadrons all by yourself, worshipped as a hero by Robert Blake and his men for your actions on the marathon, and Infinity opens with you on a cold, dark, and derelict ship in the middle of space, with distant haunting sounds echoing throughout the corridors. Something is very clearly wrong. This is the second alternate timeline, and it takes place right before Marathon 2's prologue that was in the manual. However, in this timeline, the Marine never goes down to Lawan. Instead, just like the prologue, Durandal defeats Fear's Battle Group 7, who then use the Trizeme in retaliation, causing our retreat to this station that we find ourselves in here. The Working Kakantar is freed, which terrifies Durandal so much, his ego vanishes. Things have gone terribly awry. I once boasted to be able to, did I predict you? Rules that Marine finds a terminal with an unknown logo, an infinity symbol, a lemnis gate, and contained within is incredibly cryptic.
A lemnis gate? Weird terminals. I just finished a series with Infinity a couple of days ago, and I gotta say, the game with no voice acting, where you never lay eyes on any of the characters, did a pretty good job. Let's see. I don't know where, like, he got that name. USC Terminal. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll go.
Search for the ancient Svete Eye beneath the Citadel of Antiquity. Because it's a splinter of Timeline 3, that means that, just like in Timeline 3, you are once again allied with Tycho and his 4. Battle Group 7 have arrived and have disabled the Boomer, and Tycho has infected all of Durandal's Spit with rampancy, and he sends you in to clean up the rest and disable the Boomer's teleporters, so no humans can escape. But instead, you follow the humans through the teleporters. And the next level has you allied with the humans again? Any terminal that you interact with just has an angry message from Tycho, who teleports you into space to drink vacuum as punishment for betraying him. But Durandal instantly teleports you back to safety every time to help clear his ship of 4. When it's complete, Durandal teleports you down to Lawan's surface to support Robert Blake and his men, but Tycho hijacks the teleporter, and once again, your alliances kind of flip. It turns out Admiral Fear has boarded Durandal's ship, and Tycho doesn't want the AI falling into 4 hands.
Yeah, we already
Remember,
saw
Tycho's
this.
not actually an ally of the 4. In this timeline, he's hijacking their ships and forcing their troops to fight for him.
Okay, yeah, we saw that.
Find the new way. Sleep. And would you look at that, we're once again back to the Electric Sheep dream, and the Lemnis Gate tells us to keep pushing forward through the nightmares. Stay dream, and the Lemnis Gate tells us to keep pushing forward through the nightmares. Stay the hard way. Dark dreaming carries all. We then enter the final nightmare, called Eat the Path. This nightmare contains the first terminals from Thoth in Marathon Infinity. They're a lot more coherent than usual, but they're still very metaphorical and cryptic. The first terminal is just one long allegory for the alternate timelines that you keep going down. in the form of a rat going through a maze only to find rotten food, that rotten food, of course, being a failed timeline. He also continues the stories from the previous two nightmares, about the men in black in the subway in Hangar 96, but as far as I can tell, these don't really hold any relevance to the overall story. They're kind of just creepy flavor text to make the nightmares just that little bit more unsettling. The two stories do end up connecting, but this is the last that we hear from them. Once again, the nightmare has an alternate ending that takes you to the 5th alternate failed timelines corrupted version of the true final level of the game, and then the real ending of the level takes you into the 6th and final alternate timeline, and also begins the final chapter of the game.
Okay.
Envy. This 6th alternate timeline, or 7th overall timeline, is a splinter of the 5th timeline. So it's a splinter timeline of a splinter timeline of a splinter timeline. Don't worry.
Too deep.
We're almost done. This timeline begins 2 weeks after we destroyed
Gotta go down another level.
Is locked in a prison cell, which Tycho freezes from. Tycho says that Fear expects him to betray him and that he's been working on countermeasures for that eventuality for weeks. He also doesn't want to spend the next few decades in Fear's jaws either, so he wants you to hijack one of the inbound Force supply ships so you can both escape Fear's fleet. He also reveals that when we destroyed Durandal's core, we picked up his primal pattern, which will become relevant soon. After saving other humans in the prison, Admiral Fear intercepts Tycho's transmissions to contact you, and teleports you to the humans' base with a Force strike force to, well, what do you think? Wipe them out.
Kill all the
humans.
humans.
Follow their retreat into the cone of the volcano and deactivate their containment fields that are preventing the lava flow
last
so
night.
They can be captured and enslaved. Once complete, Fear offers to teleport you aboard his ship for cryosleep before eventual enslavement in the Forge home system. But you actually don't have to take him up on this offer. There's another way to end this level. You can find another terminal with a message from Thoth that inspires optimism. The long sleep ends. Your construct bethought itself higher, awaiting far beneath.
This is what I did.
But regardless of which ending you choose, Fear's or Thoth's, you still end up in the exact same place with the exact same goal. You're in some kind of plant sort of thing, and your goal, well, truth be told, I don't have a fucking clue what the goal of this level was. No idea, but I do know how important its final terminal is. It's another transmission from Thoth, confirming that in this splinter timeline of a splinter timeline of a splinter timeline, the ancient Svet AI itself was activated. Come below, the long sleep ends, bound to Ort, ever doubled as one. And shortly after, we're teleported underground to activate another AI? The long sleep ends. Never saw the dark path here. Who? Kamiyaro? The AI's core looks the same as Thoth's that we activated earlier, but this time it's white, and it requires Durandal's primal pattern to activate. And when it's activated, gives us yet another terminal from that Lemniscate AI entity. But now, the text color has been changed from white to green. And who is it that's had a green symbol and green terminal text for the last two games? Durandal, of course. We are whole again, and even more, our voice, our horn approaches. The Ancient Ones return. The watery cheek, sullen star, Kalia, and the wrathful sun, Sabuth. Sabuth is some kind of ancient Svet entity. He's barely ever explained in the games, and there's no official confirmation of what it actually is. But my interpretation is that he's something between the ancient Svet royalty that we heard of in Marathon 2 and the Yarrow. So he's kind of like a demigod. If the Yarrow are gods, then he's like halfway in between them and the Svet. So
I thought we heard about him in Marathon 2, maybe not.
Back to where we were before we went down to go and activate it. A terminal from Tycho reveals what it was that we just did. We combined Durandal and Thoth into one mega AI. Tycho is enraged by this.
He's like Vision, basically. Vision's like the Mind Stone and Ultron together.
By activating this hybrid AI, we brought the moon Kalia and Sabuth to Lawan, and with them, the Svitker to defeat the Four. In a fit of rage, Tycho teleports you to an arena to face off against Admiral Fear's elite personal guards.
That shit was hard.
But of course, you mow them down with ease. The
I don't agree with that.
Durandal Thoth hybrid tells us the Four have discovered their rebirth, as they assume that Durandal was dead, and that they've contacted Sabuth, but the Four have deployed the Trizium. However, they have a plan to stop it from being fired, destroy the Four fleet carrying the Trizium before they can fire it by using the very ancient Yarrow station that was used millions of years ago to imprison the Workenkakenta. And so, after one final teleport,
final level,
we arrive at said Yarrow station.
That's what we just did.
Which, when you turn into an anagram, makes AMS, and then if you turn the chapter titles into anagrams, make DRE, and then when you combine the two, makes Dreams, which of course is the backbone of the entire story. Just a little Easter egg, but fun to know. This Yarrow station is capable of generating multiple gravitational fields, and once Fear's elite spiral guards on board are killed, the Marine activates the station. The station creates a singularity that swallows the Nova before the Workenkakenta can break free from its fiery prison, and the threat is finally contained.
Hooray!
This timeline, Ultimate Timeline 6, or overall Timeline number 7, is the only successful timeline. The only timeline in which the chaotic primordial horror of the Workenkakenta isn't set free to consume the universe.
Hell yeah.
But we're not out of the clear yet. The one sun is still collapsing, and so the newly chosen Alders of the remaining Svet capture as many Flictor as possible and flee. Almost like a conservation measure from another one of Bungie's games.
Yep.
The Durandal Thoth says that with our help, they're hopeful that the Svet can carve another paradise out of the void. And finally, they say to us, to you, we are deeply grateful and release what little hold we might as Durandal have had on your soul. Go.
Peace.
We watched while the stars burned out and creation played in reverse, the universe freezing in half-light.
See, I'm curious if it's gonna... We'll see.
Once I thought to escape, to end the end a master, step out the path of collapse. Escape would make us God. Yet I cannot help remember one enigma, a hybrid, elusive destroyer. This is the only mystery I have not solved, the only element unaccounted for.
See, I didn't get to read
Even
that.
Sabuth is no more. He saved his entire race, but in the end, frozen by despair, he joined the chaos he sought to evade. But you were dead 1,000 times. Hopeless encounters successfully won. A man, long dead, grafted to machines your builders did not understand. You follow the path, fitting into an infinite pattern. Yours to manipulate,
so we can, like,
and rebuild.
Jump universes?
Now, in the quantum moment before the closure, when all become one moment left, one point of space and time. I know who you are.
Master Chief.
You are Destiny.
Ooh, Destiny.
So, Marathon Infinity's epilogue is as mysterious as it is still debated. My interpretation of it is that it's Durandal talking about how remarkable the Marine you are. So remarkable that we've witnessed the very thing that Durandal set out to escape, and in doing so, proved such an enigma to him that we remain the only thing left unaccounted for in his vast ego-driven knowledge of everything. We've survived such insane things in a multitude of different timelines, died thousands of times, survived hopeless encounters, and even outlived Sabuth, the ancient Spit Yarrow entity, all as something as simple as a long-dead man experimentally grafted to machines and revived. With all this in mind, Durandal finally knows who we, again, the Marine, and us, the player, are. We are Destiny, in both a literal sense, the destiny of the Marathon universe, and the events in the universe that we've witnessed and the events that came after Infinity that we never got to witness, but also, to break the fourth wall, the destiny of Bungie as a developer. As players, we are the souls that would go on to inhabit the silent protagonist of the next game, Halo, and make it such a roaring success, and then go on to do the same again for Destiny, and so on. Bungie treat us, the player, as an element of their universe and storytelling, a pivotal cog in their narrative and world-building machine, able to accomplish such insane things, defying all laws and logic, and somehow always coming out on top. It's almost as if, in this moment, using the game as a conduit, Bungie are speaking to the player and the character that we inhabit as the same, as a singular entity, equating one's feats and achievements with the others, because really that's how it is. All the incredible feats the Marine pulled off were by our hand.
You get those power-ups like fucking once in the entire trilogy. There's like 2 power-ups.
Same goes for Chief, same goes for the Guardians. In typical Bungie fashion, as Marathon Infinity draws the entire franchise's story to a close, the player is honored as the hero of the hour. And I couldn't think of any better way to round out this breakdown.
Okay. That was much more clear.
Fellas, I have so much more Marathon content on the way beyond this story breakdown. A video on where the new Marathon fits into the timeline, the disturbing origin of the Marathon, Halo's ties to Marathon, the eternal hero theory, and so much more. So make sure you subscribe down below.
Let's see. Now that I've played it, I want to go back and watch that Halo Marathon connection. Now that I have the now that I have the like perspective of it.
What if I told you that Halo, as we know it, isn't actually real?
There it is.
What if I told you that Master Chief is so old that he was actually alive in the 90s and will continue to exist through the 2800s and even as far as the early 30th century? What if I told you that everything you know about the Halo universe that I've spent years teaching you is a lie, and that I'm about to spend the next 20 or so minutes absolutely breaking your brain explaining why? Buckle up, my friends, because today we are discussing not one, but 2 long-lost theories that will fundamentally change the way that you look at Halo. So, let's turn back the clocks to the last millennium. The year is 1999.
I remember that
3
year.
years have passed since Bungie concluded their revolutionary Marathon trilogy with Marathon Infinity, which was a game that revolutionized the already revolutionary FPS storytelling of Marathon, introducing the concept of alternate timelines and the rewriting of history to Marathon's already complex universe. To cut a very, very long story short, Marathon 1 and Marathon 2 take place in the same timeline, but Marathon Infinity, the third game, takes place in 7 different timelines where you basically try and rewrite the ending of Marathon 2, in which a primordial horror is freed from the sun to run rampant on the galaxy. In the 7th timeline of the game, you finally succeed in preventing this horror, called the Workenkakenta, from escaping its imprisonment in the sun. But the 6 prior timelines are all considered failed timelines, where the Workenkakenta escapes and basically kills everything. Now, as far as we know, there are only 6 alternate timelines in Marathon Infinity. But here's the problem with introducing the concept of alternate timelines to a universe, whether it's a game or a movie or anything, right?
There are infinite
it's like
of them.
opening the floodgates, because as soon as you prove that alternate timelines can exist in a universe, who's to say that there are only 6? What's stopping them from being 7, or 8, or 9, or 1,000, or 100,000? You see what I mean? And so, when Bungie debuted their next major title, Halo, absolutely plastered with references to Marathon, people started to think that Halo was, in fact, a new Marathon game. Marathon 4, so to speak. And one of the leading theories at the time was that Halo was, in fact, in one of the alternate timelines that Marathon Infinity proved can exist, but that just wasn't in the game. Now, the references and connections to Marathon in Halo that made people think this are quite frankly insane. I mean, there are so many of them that if I were to make a video covering every single one, that would probably be the longest video on this entire website. So instead of covering them all, I'm going to cover about 5 that are core and crucial to this theory. Firstly, the Marathon logo was literally everywhere in Halo, right from the get-go. I mean, it was on the Autumn. It was next to Key's name tag on his captain's uniform.
It's really
cool. It was the shape of Guilty Spark's face. Halo's control room was shaped like it, and it was even front and
Wow, there's some shit I didn't even know. Like the control room?
Ark's face. Halo's control room was shaped
That's
like
wild.
it, and it was even front and center in the game's damn logo. But more important than its presence in Halo was its meaning. Reclaimer, the inheritor of all the foreigners left behind. We'll return to that in a moment, but right now, you are the inheritor of the subscribe button. You are the reclaimer of ringing the bell to ensure that you never miss a future upload. Don't deny your destiny. Hit subscribe right now, or the infection form that's waiting just off camera is going to hit it instead. And trust me when I say that is not something that you want to see. Secondly, Chief and the Marathon Marine are both Mjolnir cyborgs.
The fucking visors on this is so goofy. Like, it's so fucking goofy looking.
Granted, not in an identical way. Chief is a cyborg who wears Mjolnir armor, and the Marine is what's known as a Mjolnir cyborg, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
and furthermore,
pretty much.
Both Halo and Marathon are full of references to ancient Greece and also ancient Norse mythology. Thirdly, Chief's AI is called Cortana, of course, and in Marathon, the main character AI, Durandal, constantly recites the ancient French tale called The Song of Roland, about the medieval French king Charlemagne and his military commanders. Charlemagne wielded a sword named Joyous. His nephew wielded a sword called Durandal, and one of his main commanders, Ogier, a sword called Cortana.
There it
said
is.
to be made of Heavenstone and star stuff, which, you know, is a fancy way of describing what humans are made of. And what's Cortana made from? The brain of a human. Fourthly, Bungie's first ever teaser for Halo that was sent to members of marathon.bungie.org in
I want to play their Myth series too. I may do that sooner rather than later. I'm actually really curious about that.
1999, the Cortana letters were written in almost perfect parity with the way that Durandal was written in Marathon. Despite the letters being from this mysterious Cortana who, as I just explained, already had connections to Durandal thanks to her name alone, how she spoke and what she spoke about in these letters was near identical to Durandal as he progressed through Rampancy, which incidentally is yet another shared aspect of both Halo and Marathon. And fifthly, the Yarrow.
Kind of.
Near identical.
It's a little bit
to
different, but
in
kind of.
Halo's universe. Basically, the Yarrow in Marathon are a hyper-advanced ancient species who fought an enemy of pure evil. Beat that enemy, but contained it, making it a threat for future species, but as a result of beating it and containing it, vanished, leaving behind their technology for future species and races to inherit. And in Halo, those who were meant to inherit their technology were called Reclaimers, the foreigner symbol for which is, yes, the Marathon logo. And you know what's funny, just to go off on a tangent for a few seconds, when 343 took over Halo, at least initially, all the expansions that they made to Foreigner lore only made the Foreigners share more in common with the Yarrow than they already did. The addition of the Precursors, and more specifically, the Primordial, shares a ton of similarities to the work.
I actually shit on 343 for whatever reason. I don't personally do it, but I get it. But I do think that while there are retcons, I think they're for the betterment of the story and the universe of Halo as a whole. I think they actually did pretty good there.
Kakenta of Marathon. Both were these deeply evil, chaotic and primordial entities, hellbent on annihilating the galaxy. In Marathon, the Worken Kakenta was freed when an ancient Yarrow weapon was fired, destroying its prison. And in Halo, the Primordial was freed when Zeta Halo was fired, destroying its prison. Coincidence?
Interesting.
Nah, I don't think so. I think the tinfoil hat stays off for that one. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's get back to Bungie and early Halo stuff. Something else that Halo and Marathon have in common is that they both run like butter on my custom Flood PCs, made in partnership with Apex Gaming PCs. From the Pure Form to the Gravemind and the ultra-powerful Primordial, we've crafted a range of PC builds perfect for all of your gaming needs, no matter the price point. And if you use code HIDDEN at checkout, you can get up to $250 off your order. Link in the description.
How
right
much?
From the get-go, it was clear that Halo was overflowing with references and also logical links to Marathon. And Bungie fans, rightfully so, assumed that there was more to all of this than just developers referencing their previous games. And I mean, how can you doubt them? To say that Bungie went over the top referencing Marathon and also making Halo's story compatible with it would be the understatement of the century. There was no way that this was just a coincidence, especially for a studio like Bungie, who'd already proven that they could write long, complex, and interconnected stories. And so, despite the game having a totally new name, fans were adamant that Bungie's new Halo was connected to Marathon in some way. But because of how few details were available about the overall Halo universe at the time, people couldn't quite pinpoint precisely how the two were connected. They were just kind of making some partially uneducated guesses. Some people believe that Halo was an alternate timeline of Marathon, where the UNSC Pillar of Autumn was in fact that timeline's version of the UESC Marathon that had discovered an ancient Yarrow ring world instead of discovering Tau Ceti 4, whereas others believe that Halo was a sequel to Marathon, where long after the ending of Marathon Infinity, humanity warred with the Svet and lost, explaining why Bungie called humanity a fledgling species in Halo's marketing. And some even believe that Halo was a prequel, and that the game was based around our first contact with aliens as a species, which, you know what, that's actually quite accurate. Of course, we know now that Halo could only ever be a prequel to Marathon, given that it's set like 200 years plus before the first Marathon game, but at the time, people didn't have that information. They were just guesstimating based on Halo's very clear and very obvious ties to Marathon's universe. However, despite all of the blatant connections between the two games, Bungie have said that Halo and Marathon are in separate universes, and when they said that, it seemed as if people were just hyperfixating on what were really just some like tongue-in-cheek references that developers of both games put into Halo because they love Marathon so much and they were so proud of it. So you're probably thinking that's the end of the video, right? I mean, there's nothing else left to see here. Bungie shot the theory down, so what else is there to discuss? Oh my sweet summer child. That was just the prelude. Bungie confirmed that the two aren't in the same universe, but at no point did they ever say that there weren't any official connections between Halo and Marathon. In fact, I'll have you know, they did quite the opposite. And so it's at this point where I introduce the Eternal Hero theory and the concept of the hero soul. Now, when you take a step back and you look at the framework of almost all of Bungie's games, a very clear pattern starts to emerge. The way that they treat the player character, and by extension the...
Bungie made Oni? I've never played Oni. I've always seen it though. I had no idea about that. Maybe we should play that at some point.
Players themselves is eerily similar in almost all of their games. The player inhabits the body of a badass silent protagonist, designed such that the player can implant their own personalities onto them. And that silent protagonist is also led by an AI, who is considered the main character of the series. The Marathon Marine and Durandal, Tycho and Leela, Master Chief and Cortana, the Rookie and the Superintendent, the Guardian and the Ghost. The atom of the player, so to speak, is designed identically because at the core...
Wait, what was that other one?
Designed such that the player can implant their own personalities onto them, and that silent protagonist is also led by an AI, who is considered the main character of the series. The Marathon Marine and Durandal, Tycho and Leela, Master Chief and Cortana, the Rookie and the Superintendent.
What is that? Super...
The Guardian and the Ghost.
Oh, that's
the atom
ODST.
Of the player, so to speak, is designed identically because at the core of every Bungie story is the player. Their main goal is valuing the player above all else and making them feel immersed in the universe that they're playing in. Not through the use of obnoxious animations or gimmicky game mechanics, but by making the vessel that the player inhabits in that universe as similar to their own sense of self as possible. And it's here where the eternal hero theory comes in. So the theory posits that the silent protagonists of Destiny, Halo, Marathon, Pathways into Darkness, and even further back than that, are all
Pathways into
inhabited by the
Darkness?
same soul. And so, in a way, are actually the same character, just reincarnated in each successive universe.
It's like a fucking Zelda reincarnation thing, kind of. That one does deal with timelines. Similar,
the theory
though.
also suggests that although not being in the same universe, the universe of all of Bungie's games are definitely connected under the almost umbrella of what is called the Bungieverse, which explains why every Bungie game is packed full of references and seemingly uncoincidental connections to other Bungie games. So, let's talk about this theory on a canon level first, starting out with the biggest connection that literally nobody could ever refute. You know why? Because it comes from the mouth of not just the Bungie co-founder, but also the co-creator of Marathon, Alex Seropian. What Marathon players didn't know is that
I just beat Marathon Infinity, so I'm going back and seeing all this shit. The fireball thing? Oh yeah, what was it?
character that they were playing was the very first incarnation of Master Chief. I don't think you ever find that out, but it's the same character. God, I've never said that before, but it's completely obvious.
This was like way, way, way back before Halo 1 came out, though. Oh, yeah, I actually was thinking that, but I didn't say it. Like, I legitimately was, but I was like, no, he says it's a game, not a screensaver. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Cortana isn't in Marathon, but there are three AIs in there that came from the same stylistic storyline. Now, Alex said that in 2002. Good God, that was a long time ago. And although, yes, a lot has changed since then, that confirms that the Marathon Marine and Master Chief are, or at one point were, the same character.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, of course, in turn confirms that Marathon and Halo are in the same universe or are connected in some way. But the connections go far beyond this, and to establish these links between universes, we first need to establish a timeline of events in this Bungieverse. Now, although some say that the Bungieverse incorporates literally...
Like, they can be different universes. You know, like a multiverse thing. So, yeah, I'd do that as well. There's some of the most random shit that pops up in my mind, and I have no idea why. Like, from my childhood. In fact, actually, I've never told anybody this, and it's kind of funny you triggered that off. And this is like the weirdest thing to tell somebody. Like, it has no bearing on anything, but I remember I used to live in Houston, Texas, or right outside of it, a long time ago when I was very young. And when my mom would drive me around Houston, I distinctly remember, and like I committed it to memory, this like highway interchange overpass thing. I was like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. No reason why. It's almost like I took a picture in my head. I didn't, but like I said that to myself. I'm like, this point in my life, I'm going to remember for the rest of it, just to see if I can. And every so often, that pops up in my head. Like I can see the like the highways and overpasses and stuff. It's so fucking weird. Yeah, like I genuinely intended to store it, and I did. It's the most useless thing, but throughout my 38 years, I have thought of that at least probably once or twice a year. And it's so funny that you bring that up because that triggered it again.
Every game that Bungie have ever made, although there is definitely evidence for that, I do think...
I think I was like 7 or 6. No. I would have had to been. Because we moved down there when I was 5. And we moved up here to Dallas when I was 9 or 8.5. So yeah, okay, it must have been like 6 or 7.
Cleanest and most solid version of this theory incorporates 4 main universes. Pathways into Darkness, which is set
I need to
in
play that.
1994. Halo, set primarily in the 2500s. Marathon, set in the 2700s and 2800s. And Destiny, supposedly set in the
I want to
early
play
2000s.
Destiny again, too.
So, it all starts with Pathways into Darkness. In 1994, an alien envoy comes to Earth, which marks our first contact with extraterrestrials, and warns us about the waking of a dreaming god beneath a pyramid in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. This alien species that comes to contact us are called
Oh, wow.
Yarrow, and they say that the dreaming god will destroy Earth once it awakens, and so a team of US Army Special Forces go into the pyramid to destroy this god.
So are these related? The Yarrow or the crazy people in Marathon? Interesting that they would use it in their other game, like one of their earlier games.
God. These aliens, the Yarrow, are the same ancient alien race that existed in the Marathon universe long before the games. They were a highly advanced species whose technology was vastly superior
So
to
are they
ours,
actually
even in the
canonically
long-distant
connected?
future. However, all they left behind were their biomechanical creations. The Yarrow themselves vanished from the galaxy after their war with the ancient primordial horror of the Workenkakenta, who lay waste to their creations before being contained, not destroyed. As we've already covered, the Foreigners in Halo are near identical to the Yarrow in Marathon. By extension, the Yarrow in Pathways into Darkness as well.
Okay, this is interesting. Pathways into Darkness is Marathon related because it's set in the same universe and both games are linked by the Yarrow backstory. In 1997, they linked the 2 games. Jones, I guess some guy, linked the 2 games further when he wrote the Pathways hint book was written by a friend of mine and I wasn't closely involved in the project. What? What does that even mean? Damn. I might have to go back and play that now. Get the full context.
Well, considering Pathways and Marathon are in the same universe. Halo's Spartans are also very similar to the Marine and his kin for Marathon. Both are cybernetically enhanced soldiers known as Mjolnirs, just in their own ways. Then, Destiny comes in, which is set chronologically about 300 to 400 years after Marathon. The final words of the entire Marathon franchise are quite literally, "You are Destiny," which is quite fitting, considering that Destiny arguably has even deeper ties to Marathon than Halo does. And also, that throughout all of Destiny's development, from 2007 until now, Bungie have retained the rights to Marathon, unlike Halo. And so there are no legal real-world barriers that prevent them from linking the 2 universes together like...
Interesting. I wonder when this was created. This was a year? Okay.
There theoretically are for Halo. But before we get to Destiny's links to Marathon, we have to go a lot further back in the Bungieverse timeline than Marathon. The foundation of the entire story of Destiny is this war between the light and the dark, a concept that is pulled straight from Myth, Bungie's medieval fantasy game that they released between Marathon and Halo.
I am going to play this as well. I want to play all the Bungie games just to see. I'm very, interested in the history of it. Because there's a bunch of shit in the 90s that I just, wasn't tapped into.
In Myth, the good guys, the Forces of Light, are led by a group of magicians known as the Nine. Now, the Nine are a very important group in Destiny's universe. Entities that are created from dark matter who control the realm of unknown space. And so, in a way, are kind of similar to futuristic space magicians, if you will. But on the other side, the darkness has heavy ties to Marathon as well as Myth. There are entries in Destiny's lore that heavily imply that the darkness could very well be the same entity or the same species as the Workenkakenta. So in Marathon 2, a Svet terminal that talks about the origins of the Workenkakenta says, "In primordial space, timeless creatures made waves. These waves created us and the others.
It's a good
Waves
terminal.
were the battles, and the battles were waves." In a Destiny 1 Grimoire lore card called Battle Made Waves, it says that when Oryx created Crota, he called upon the deep, saying, "I can see you in the sky. You are the waves which are battles, and the battles are the waves. Come into this vessel I prepared for you." In another Grimoire card, the AI Rasputin says that its cousin once told it, "I know who you are," which were the final words spoken by Durandal at the end of Marathon Infinity.
That's cool. I love this kind of interconnected
very
shit.
Coincidentally, if you think so, followed by "You are Destiny." In the same card, Rasputin also says, "Long dead, their bodies grafted to powers they and I do not understand," which is also an almost word-for-word quoting of Durandal in Marathon Infinity's ending screen.
There it is. Yep.
One of the strongest and most purposeful links between Marathon and Destiny's universe is the lore for the exotic SMG, Mida Mini Tool. So in Marathon's universe, Mida were an extremist pro-Mars terrorist/political group. Long story short is that in Marathon, ships called Christs, which are converted for moons, were basically what made the colonization of Mars possible, as they were the only ships that were capable of transporting sufficient supplies and food and water and stuff to Mars for the Martians, the colonists, to survive. However, when these Christs broke down, they took years, if not decades.
Don't know, maybe.
And they were very few in number. This led to extreme poverty and starvation among Mars's colonies. And when the UESC, which is just Marathon's version of the UNSC in Halo, had Mars's moon converted into a colony ship, the Marathon, instead of another Christ to save the inhabitants of Mars from starvation, it sparked a rebellion on the planet, from which Mida emerged. Mida planned to hijack the Marathon before it left for its colonization mission, and in 2472, remember that date, they hid tons of weapons on board. The Marathon's first science director, a man by the name of Bernard Strauss, was also...
I don't know, like, I thought he was gonna play, like, a super pivotal role. Like, they mentioned him, the Bernard guy, but you kind of, like, okay. They just... I think it was, like, really important in the lore, but then they just stopped mentioning him.
So a double agent for Mida, and created and hid 10 Mjolnir battle droids on board to fight for him when the order was given. He also brought his own AI on board as well, Durandal. And then that same year, again, 2470.
Again, he hasn't come in here in like 2 or 3 months. So, yeah. No, I don't know.
The Marathon left Mars on its colonization mission, with Strauss, Durandal, the battle droids, and the Mida weapons on board. And this is where Destiny's Mida Mini Tool comes in. Now, the description for this weapon doesn't just like lightly reference these events, it literally recites them from somebody else's POV. November 17th, 2472. Strauss is gone. The whole sky alight as the ship set off. I might be the last Mida survivor on Mars. Cannot shake the fear that they will send battle droids. Even his AI Marvel couldn't save me. I've been reading the gun's Encyclopedia Arcana, all about the crash that became Strauss's obsession and hope. Metastability in the salvage construct. Let's hope our ideals too can pass through grief, fury, and envy.
Ooh, those are the chapter names of Marathon Infinity.
This is literally a retelling of the Marathon setting sail from Mars that also talks about Durandal, the AI Marvel, and references the stages of AI rampancy in Marathon as well. It says grief, fury, envy, and metastability, which translate to Marathon's versions of melancholia, anger, jealousy, and metastability as well. And hell, it even goes as far as using an accurate date that fits the Marathon universe's events. And you know what?
That's wild. I had no clue about that. That is so fucking cool.
If you want to go even further, November 17th, 2472, basically 117. Now, although some games definitely have stronger connections than others, think of this theory as a chain, where each link in the chain is one of Bungie's games that is welded together by the hero soul that inhabits each game's respective silent protagonist. So, although one link doesn't directly connect with another, each link is always indirectly connected to another because it's part of the same entity, the metaphorical chain of the Bungieverse.
I think this would be a better way to like tackle Zelda's timeline, instead of trying to make sure everything fits. And I know there are like genuine sequels to those, but I love the timeline. I like the theorizing and stuff, but like they've said it themselves. They don't give a fuck about that. They make the game and then kind of fit the lore in. This would be a far better way of doing it. You can still have like Link being quote unquote reincarnated or something like that, analogous to this hero soul or whatever it's called.
Because Halo fits into Marathon's universe, that also means that it fits into Pathways into Darkness's universe, and then also the Destiny universe by extension. The more I look at it, the Marathon universe almost seems to be a kind of hub universe for this theory. Each game definitely has connections to another, but I would say that the most connections that each game has are with Marathon. But because of all the similarities, if the universe is compatible with Marathon's, then that means, by extension, it's compatible with all the other universes as well. But putting all the canonical lore aside, there is one piece of indisputable proof that proves that the Eternal Hero theory is absolutely correct on a meta level.
Eternal Hero.
And that is Bungie's philosophy for designing games. Since their founding, Bungie have made it clear that the true hero of all of their games is you, the player. This philosophy emanates from all aspects of their games, but to me, it's most visible in the little messages that they give the community in their game's credits, and how they address the player as the player character. They're not two separate entities. They address the player and the player character as the same entity. Bungie have always gone above and beyond to thank their players for being the core of the universes they create, the driving force of the universe, because at the end of the day, we are the souls they create their silent protagonists to hold. We are the souls that give those silent protagonists character, that carry them through their journeys and make them the legends that they are in their respective universes. The Eternal Hero isn't some universe-hopping spiritual entity. It's us. And the hero's soul that's responsible for some of the most legendary acts in all of the known universes is our soul. Why? Because to Bungie, the player was always the true hero.
The true hero was the friends we made along the way. You know...
And that is the long-lost Halo and Marathon and Destiny and Pathways into Darkness and myth theory. Do you buy it, or do you think it's just a load of references that people have taken to mean a lot more than they actually do?
Sure,
let me hear your
that's the fun
of
it.
Eternal Hero theory and the idea that Halo might just be a Marathon Infinity timeline, or Marathon 4 technically, in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this absolute tinfoil hat tier theory. If you did, then make sure you subscribe and also leave a like in the typical stuff.
That's pretty good. That actually pisses me off even more now. Like how he's framed Bungie in their work ethic, or their ethic, or what would you call it, like mission when they make their games, and then they give it to 343 and they just fucking butcher it. I mean, Halo 4 has grown on me for sure. I don't really have a way of playing Halo 5. I played through it like once, and then Halo Infinity is good, but like no couch I don't know, it's so fucking frustrating. Cautiously optimistic for the Halo Studios change, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see.
Stuff down below, and with that said, let's round the video out there. I want to give a massive thank you to all of my amazing patrons for the continued support over there, as per usual. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in the next timeline.
Sweet. Oh shit, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get fucking crazy. Did I miss everything? Anything? Yep, everyone's covering it. Anything? Oh, interesting. Angel. Ooh, did they come out with a new angel hair? Can you spell it? A-R-E? Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day. We actually did the same thing 4 years ago. Like, I was on stream. And you were saying that, like, what is it, the AAP or whatever called it? It's fucking wild. That was already 4 years ago. Like, I distinctly remember that. I mean, I was drunk off my ass. It's probably the one thing I remember. Yeah. Yep. It's all bullshit anyway. Like, I know it's tin hat conspiracy stuff, but the big corporations own everything. They just do. Like, if you got the money, you can do lobbying, and lobbying's like literally just legal bribes to get people to do what you want. That's like all it is. And then we fight like against each other, Republicans and Democrats, while the fucking big CEOs are popping popcorn watching everyone fight while they make money. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't think a person should be president if they're over like 60. Because in no way, shape, or form is a fucking 80-year-old with Trump. I think Kamala's like 61 or something. There's no way that those people can connect with like what I want on a daily basis. They do not represent me, either of them. How could it? How could they? Doesn't even make sense. And then you got like, oh, video games are bad. Like, people are still pushing that narrative. It's so ridiculous. It's so frustrating. Hold on a second, please. Okay. Let me get ultra enraged right now. Why does it say applying update? Oh, here we go. Alright. Time to die. Dude, come on, people. Hey, you know what's great? When the tank keeps backing up and not pushing forward. Gotcha, okay. I don't know. I don't know what I need. I mean, it's quick play, it doesn't matter, but still. Yeah. Nope, I'm out. I'm out. No, I'm not. God damn it. Damn, that was good. Big. Damn. He was out of mech. Okay, I didn't know I had open mic on. That's my bad. Nope. Not today, Junkrat. Damn it. Oh, thank you. Where is he? Diva trickling. Ooh. I love that. I love it. I love her lock on. It is so good. Uh-oh. God damn it. Fucking piece of shit soldier. Asshole. Uh-oh. We're back at the sea. Thank you, Ryan. Malga. That was stupid, but they're gonna do it anyway. Yep. Might as well try. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Dude, nobody cares about your stupid fucking dangly keychain shit. Like, yeah, it'll go on into the night as those polling places close. I'll, like, later on, here in maybe an hour, so I'll pull up the second screen so I can have that on. Just to keep tabs. Like, when do polling places actually close? By 7 is when they close, I think. Some BS, yeah. No, I beat Marathon. I'll change the Overwatch thing in a minute. I can make a shit, hold on. Got her. I can make an argument that it is retro because I'm playing like I would if I were 5 years old. Like dog shit. Or maybe I'm playing worse, I guess, since I am older. I don't know. Dude, get them. Fucking bullshit. Get out of here. Oh no. Don't. No! Dude, what the fuck is with this team? What are we doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's gotta be some way. That's fine. Dude, this is embarrassing. Alright. Take him down. Yeah. There's been less spots. I fucking hate that. This is so fucking stupid. What are they doing? Oh yeah, you're probably right about that for sure. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, there's not exactly a billion people clamoring to watch somebody play a like 30-year-old shooter. Okay, I gotta stop going out that way. What the fuck? Not a really great game to start off with. Okay, got him. Got him. Okay. Get her! Alright. I'll talk to you later. I'll probably be on here with Caladrius. I actually want to know your take on that game too. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're mixed? Okay. I'll talk to you later about it. I do want to hear it. Damn right. Got her. Yeah, I heard about that. God damn it. Oh, yeah. I don't like the look of it. Dragon Age was supposed to be, like, the whole fucking purpose about Dragon Age was to go back, make a classic CRPG with, like, a top-down thing with tactics, and it was incredibly fucking brutal and bloody. The original Loco was a dragon made of blood. And now it looks like generic fantasy game number 857. Is it? Like, Inquisition I thought was okay. Like, for what it was. I don't like the art style that took either. Alright, take it easy. Inquisition was, like, too big, though. And I didn't like the fact that you always had to tap your right, whatever it is, analog stick to do the little wave that'll, like, it'll highlight treasures for you. And that's, like, all you do all game. Yeah, yeah. I agree with that, yeah. Nope. Go back. Go back. I don't want to do that. I need to go get more drink. Oh yeah, I need to change my title. Yeah, it's like, that's what I've heard too. Yeah, the tone and the feel is my biggest issue with it. Like, I don't know. When a game like that comes out, you gotta think, why would I play this game over this other game, other than the fact that it's new? It's like them coming out with that Concord game that literally got annihilated within like a week of launch. Like, why would anyone play that over Overwatch or the new Marvel Rivals that are coming out? I fucking hate push. I say it every time I play this too. Alright. We're gonna get Zenyatta here. Yep, we gotta get Zenyatta. Dude, get the fucking soldier! Holy shit! What are people even doing? Where's Galadrius when you need her? Dude, Zenyatta, you gotta take... Oh my god. Because we don't... Okay, we have 3 healers. Got him. Don't care if he killed me. Got him. Oh, actually, the Pharaoh killed me. I'm okay with that. Got him. Amazing ult. Where is everyone? I got the sniper. Oh shit, that was big. Got one. Oh, fuck off. Defend. Come on. The fuck? fuck was he doing? Nice. Why did I do that? I thought I was Zen, that's why I did it. That's exactly why I did that. Ah, god damn it, motherfucking piece of shit. Oh shit. Alright. Oh good. Shit, that was big. Damn. He is fucking wrecking. damn it. Okay. Alright. Okay. We can do this. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Like, actually? Oh, okay. Come on. They are over on the right. He was pretty good. Okay. All right. I'm going to go get something to eat up